Hey y'all, this is Angel Williams, legacy stylist at Sunset Concierge and host of Legacy and Tea. And today, this is our fourth episode of Legacy and Tea. And I just wanted to do a quick run through of the free checklist that's available on our website at www.sunsetconcierge.com. So this checklist is a good starting point if you're interested in kind of getting your thoughts together about your legacy and end of life planning. And the goal really is to try to have everything all in one place and have it organized. So, in the event that you're incapacitated or, something should happen to you unexpectedly, that your family is not in total disarray, trying to figure out all the elements of your life. So this is a good starting point, and I'm just going to go through it really quickly. So it says that end of life planning can seem like a daunting task. And, I understand it can be a very emotional thing to think about your end of life. But death is a part of life. Maybe we can stop thinking about it as the end and just think of it as a part and a natural progression of what will happen to us all. So the reality is avoidance doesn't make it go away. The positive is the sense of security and comfort your loved ones will have, knowing your wishes so that they can focus on celebrating your life and processing their loss. Here is a basic list to consider compiling. And at the bottom, I put in that the COVID pandemic has unexpectedly taken the lives of almost 500,000 people in just 1 year. Who could have ever predicted that we would encounter that in our lifetime? Which is just to show that you just never know what's going to happen, when and how. And so it just brings comfort to everyone, knowing that things are in order. It really is the greatest gift that you can give your family. And it's also good to start preparing these things when there isn't an emergency. You have a clear mind, and you can take your time and go through it, versus when you're stressed out and dealing with an illness. I mean, we get it done at that point in time, but I think that it is better to try to address these things beforehand. So it also says, don't wait until you or your family are distraught and dealing with a crisis to get started. Start planning today. Protect your family with one of our Sunset packages or book a free consultation to learn more. And if you go to the website, you're able to book a complimentary consultation with me. We can just talk through some things because we have so many different services to suit every single person. As I said, Sunset Concierge is not about dealing with the rich and people who think that they have this grand estate. Planning is necessary for all people. If you have a car, if you have a dog, if you have a loved one, if you have a child, a parent, just it's so many things. So start thinking about it and get your planning done today. So this is a free checklist that can help you get started, get your thoughts together. So here we have, the first thing is personal information, which identifies who you are. So your birth certificate, your social security number, marital certificates, family information, military documents. So I just tried to put a handful of things. When we actually go through the program, we have maybe 4 or 5 times all the things listed in each category here. It's a very thorough approach that we use, and we walk you through it. But this, as I said, is just just a snippet, just the tip of the iceberg, so that you can kind of start with your planning. Household documents related to the running of your home. If something were to happen to you, does your spouse or someone else in your life, is there anyone who knows all the utilities that have to be paid, what was paid last, how current it is, whether it's on automatic draft or not, what accounts you use typically to pay these things, you know, work that has to be done on the house. So for example, I am due to change the filters in my house within a couple months. Is that something that someone else would even think about if they were to take over the maintenance of your home? So it's just so many things. So documents related to the utilities, maintenance, ownership and leasing information, contractors or companies who have worked on the home. Maybe your home is still under warranty. Where are your warranty documents? Do we know what the preferred vendors are that the builders used? And maybe, you know, you still have 1 year or 2 years to use them at no cost or very low cost. So all these things should be compiled. And then your insurance policies, life insurance, auto insurance, health insurance, home insurance, and any other insurance you might have. If you have jewelry, fur coats, guns, anything that's precious, and you have separate insurance policies for these items. Do people know? Does anyone know what you have, what needs to be paid, what can be claimed? Sometimes through work, you might have certain policies, for example, a small life insurance policy at work, but you might also have private insurance. So someone needs to know so that those can be claimed. So, you know, copies of all these documents, just try to have this all together. And you can create, you know, a folder, a binder, and I am working on getting a binder template together, which is very thorough, which will have instructions on everything, what you need to have in there, how you need to have it, or need is a strong word, suggestions on how you can have it so that everything goes smoothly should someone need it. And I was talking to someone today, and she said even for herself, she cannot even think about all the accounts and documents and stuff that she has. When you have so many things that are on auto draft, do you even think about it? Are you checking your bank account every month to see what's coming out, what's not? Sometimes when things are on autopilot, you even forget your own stuff. So it's beneficial for yourself and beneficial also for the people in your life, whether you are with them or not, should something happen to you or not. It's just a beneficial thing to be organized. So, and then we have, the next section is financials related to your money and wealth management. So bank accounts, financial cards, tax returns that you've filed, you know, the last few years, real estate, retirement accounts, safety deposit boxes. Sometimes someone might not even know that you have a safety deposit box. So that information is very important. And investments, if you have any stocks, real estate, mutual funds, any other types of investments, some type of documentation that would have a trail to lead someone to that information so that they can see, you know, what needs to be claimed, what needs to be closed out, what needs to be passed on to your beneficiaries. So that's important. And then you have estate documents, which we can help you prepare. So your estate documents typically would be your will, your trust, your advance directives, or your power of attorney. These are the common estate documents. And if you have it already prepared, you know, is it in one place? It's also very useful to have the professionals in your life who have helped you with certain things listed. So if you have a power of attorney, for example, who is the lawyer who helped you with it? If you have your tax returns, now you can file your taxes without having anything printed, you e-file. So did a lawyer help you? Did an accountant help you to file your taxes? If so, who's the accountant? If not, if you're filing on your own, you're using TurboTax, for example, online, what is your login information? How is someone going to find that information? And it's important when someone is dealing with a death, or maybe you're incapacitated, maybe there was an accident or something, you're hospitalized. There's so much chaos at that point in time. And it is such a gift and a blessing for your loved ones that they can not have to be preoccupied with finding out all of that information and hunting and calling and on hold for, an hour at a time trying to deal with all these things. If it's all put together in that one place, or maybe it's in a couple different places, but you have it documented where these things can be found, that is so very helpful. And it's a gift. It truly is a gift to your family and your loved ones. So the next section is digital footprint. And that has to do with your emails, your domains. Do you own any domains, websites? Do you want these websites to continue? Is there a plan for that? Or for your business, for your social media? What's going to happen to all of those things? Are there any online groups, Facebook groups, for example, that you might be an admin in? I personally experienced that in one of the groups where I am an admin. A fellow admin passed away. It's 5 of us who are admins in that group. And we knew that she was ill, but it never seemed that it was that drastic that, that she would not make it. We spoke privately. She and I had a conversation just a couple days before. So it was a very big shock when we saw online that she had passed away. So if she was the only admin of that group, what would have happened to that group? We have hundreds of thousands of members in that group. So these are just all some, things to think about. What are the passwords? What are the groups you're involved with? Who are the other people who might be the admins in that group that someone can contact in the event that something were to happen? Excuse me, y'all. And the last thing is arrangements and final wishes. Memorializing. There are many different ways that you can be remembered. So, for example, one of our partners at Sunset Concierge is a company where you can fly your ashes out into space. It is so cool. I'm going to do a separate video on that. So we are an authorized dealer. And so, if that's something, if you're a space enthusiast, you can always reach out to us and we would be happy to assist you if it's for yourself, if you want to pre-plan, or if it's for a loved one and you think that would be a great way to memorialize and remember them. You can always reach out to us and we'd be happy to help you with that and give you some more information. And I'll also put our information for that in the description of this video below. The people to contact in the event that something were to happen. You might have people that you want contacted that your family might never think about, or maybe they're not on social media, for example. So maybe there's a old folks home, a senior living community that you volunteer at, or you have a friend, someone that you're close to, a pen pal. I remember when I was in my early 20s. Did you think I was still in my early 20s? Okay. So maybe not too long ago, I had a friend and we would email each other back and forth, maybe like once a week. And he was elderly. I think he was in his 80s about at the time. And one day I just stopped hearing from him, and we were corresponding for about 9, 10 months. I know that he was in a center, a living community, and I never heard from him again. I did not have the name of the senior living community. And I've always wondered up until this day, what happened? Did he pass away, or, did he fall ill? Not quite sure what happened. I would have loved to know and be informed, if anything had happened to him. So that's just an example. Funeral and cremation plans. Some people feel very strongly about having a funeral and how they want it to go. Others don't care too much. Cremation, some people want to be cremated. Now they're a natural burial. There's so many options out there right now. So, it would be good to inform your family about your preferences. And it gives them the satisfaction that it is the last thing that they're doing for you, to honor your wishes, and doing exactly what you wanted. And then also it just takes out the guesswork and the guilt and wondering, is this what they would have wanted, et cetera, et cetera. We also have a really great partnership with a company called Oaktree Memorial, and I will have the information in the link below, in the description below, where you can they have really modern urns. So if you opt to get cremated, that would be something you might want to explore. And you're also able to pre-purchase. So if you want to buy your urn beforehand and, just have all of your plans situated, that is something that quite a few people do. Or you can just let your family know. And we do have a discount code for Oaktree Memorial. What I really love about them is you would never look at the urns and think, oh my gosh, that is an urn. You could see it in someone's home as decor, and they have a really modern feel, and you would have no idea. You would just think it was a creative, art piece or vase that's that's within someone's decor. So we will have that information in the description below. And then organ or body donations. Most people who want to donate organs, it's very specific, the organs that can be used. So another option, if you might be rejected for organ donation, is to consider body donations, and there are many different uses for that, to assist with the medical field and learning things about the body, testing, etc., research, and all these wonderful things. So we can put some links in the description as well to help you with that. Or you can always send me an email. You can reach out. We have this little section on the side here for any notes or reminders that you might want to include. And so, yeah, this is just a really good starting point to kind of start the conversation, to get you thinking about things that you might want to do. But if you're interested in a more thorough approach to your end of life and legacy planning, please reach out to us at sunsetconcierge.com. All of our information is here on the checklist. This checklist is available on the website. It is a free download. So you can go to www.sunsetconcierge.com and download and check it out. So that's it for today. I hope you guys have learned something. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.